Hi, this is Salman sharing the final system that will be going in for breadboarding, hopefully, if I don't decide to make any more upgrades. Introducing the Rainwater Management System's GUI, and this centralized GUI will work with other parts of the systems which will be added on and integrated later towards the end, and a video will be uploaded. Just a basic run through. That's the graphical CD and the touch screen, and this is the breadboard that controls the graphical CD and the touch screen. You see two LEDs here. The LEDs indicate when water allocation has begun and when the cleaning of the system has begun. Now these are automatic features which are scheduled within the system using the scheduler, and they will begin on time and will repeat will repeat every day. This is the microcontroller, and this dip switch will be used to simulate the other stuff that will be happening. So if I quickly run through it, the first three ports of the dip switch are used to indicate the water level. So it's a binary number. So if it's 001, then it means the water level is 20%, and if it's 002, water level is 40%, etc., and it goes on to 100%. Of course, in this dip switch method, it can go on to for more, but the actual system, of course, the water level can't rise more than 100% because the rain lid will automatically close, but that's another system. As you may know, the objective of this system is to just fill in the rainwater tank and distribute it across the house evenly depending on what we want. Then the fourth and the fifth dip switch are used to indicate when there is a leak. So actually there is a leak checking mechanism, and the input of the leak checking mechanism will come to the real system later. But for now I'm indicating with the dip switches. The first and second dip switch indicate leaks for both the tank and the pipes, and accordingly whichever has a leak will be displayed on the GUI in a bit, which is there. Then the last switch, the sixth switch, is to indicate when the filters are dirty, which is also a separate system which will analyze when the filters are dirty and send an input to the system, and when the filters are dirty it will say dirty, otherwise it will say filters are clean or okay. So you can start the system. I will start the switch, and the GUI starts up and the two lights light up to show that the GUI is starting, and this is the actual GUI that I have been working on. And right now behind this GUI there is a clock running. So water allocation allows me to allocate the water around the house as I wish, and the water allocation will take place. System overview shows me the current view of the system. The scheduler is always running, and so let me start off with the scheduler so that I can show you at what times the water allocation and all begin. So if I tap it, the scheduler will show me this, and show me the current time of the system. And the water allocation time happens at 37 seconds, and the system cleaning time happens at 1 minute. So these things, and as you see, one LED has gone off at 37 seconds, which means that the cleaning of the system, the allocation of the system has started. Of course the numbers can be changed later, but for now this is what they are indicating. So I will just carry on with my usual tasks while the scheduler keeps working. And when I want to start water allocation, I go into this screen. And the water allocation basically is a slide, is a gesture control mechanism. So you can slide to change the water. So if I slide in the beginning, it will tell me to choose a location. So I have to choose the location. So I click the box here, and it says I selected the kitchen. Then I slide, and it increases the kitchen value. And if I slide down, obviously, sorry, that was an invalid swipe. If I slide down, it will deduct it. So it controls by your swipe. As this is a resistive touchscreen, swiping is not exactly the most sensible thing, but helps. As you see, I'm increasing the capacity for the laundry now. It's an invalid swipe because I went down first. So you get the idea. Basically we swipe and we set the levels for the system. This right bar indicates when the water level is 100%, it will say full. So I'm not going to go up to that. Oh, by the way, the other light has also switched on, which shows that the system is cleaning itself. So this is always running in the background. Then system overview shows me the current status of the system, and the system overview is refreshing itself every 10 seconds because the overview can change at any moment. So right now I've said that the tank status is 0 because I've set the first 3 dip switches here up. So if I drop the first one, it's down now, and wait for it to refresh, it has become 20%. Also notice that there are filters and leaks, and the water allocation has already got updated according to what I said earlier. So the system is always refreshing and updating itself. Then the leaks. Let me change the value. Say I put maybe another dip switch down to indicate 2 plus 1. That's 40%, I think, or 60%. Yep, 60%. So this indicates 60%. So the levels are working and refreshing on its own, which actually was quite hard to implement. Then to check the status of the filters, I will put down dip switch 4 and 5, and say I put down 4, and it will tell us the status of the leaks, I believe. And now it says the tank, so it means that the tank is leaking. Suppose I put up that dip switch. Let me put it on the video and put down the other dip switch, and it will say the pipes. So that's not aligned properly, but I will align it later. The pipes are the ones that are leaking. So these dip switches, of course, as I said, will be another system that will send data. Suppose I put both of them down, it means that both of them have a problem, and on the refresh it will tell us there's danger. So if the danger comes, the user should know that everything's leaking and he has to really stop the system. And the system will also flush out automatically when there is a leak, so there's no harm to the system. When I drop the last dip switch, it means that the filters are dirty. So if the filters are dirty, I will get a signal and it will be shown on the GUI. And basically this is the system, and the tank status is always updating itself. So this will be the centralized GUI of the rainwater management system, and hopefully I can add a few more features like automatic recommendations for water allocations and maybe a two-dimensional slide. Alright, thank you.